Hey guys, I just wanted to run you through the menu that I've been creating recently. It's the Western style breakfast menu and we just do sandwiches. I just wanted to show you like how I sort of, after I came up with the idea for the dishes, how I've sort of run through it to make sure that I've got all the components and I've got all the ordering in order, and then I've got all the preparation and that sort of stuff in order as well. So this is how I started it. Basically, yeah, as I said, behind me on the board, I just wrote down the actual base ideas, and they were bacon and egg McMuffin, not the muffin, it's not Macca's, but the bacon and egg muffin, sausage and egg muffin, salmon bagel. We got the poached chicken Caesar sandwich, and then we've got the ham cheese toasty, and you can chuck, it's going to be an option for them to chuck tomato in there as well. And we got a BLT on the menu as well. So once I had these base ideas, I then broke it down into the dish ingredients. So I'll just flip the camera. I'm sorry it's so messy. Yeah, my writing's really messy, unfortunately. Pretty much I'm the only one that can read it. But basically we just wrote down all the new dishes here, each of the components of the dishes, and then we've broken each dish down, what we're gonna add into each ingredient to cook it. Say if we need butter or oil or salt or whatever, and then we've added over the cooking items we actually need to cook the dish. I don't want to be in the middle of the service and then realize, oh, I need a toaster to just write it all down and get it in order. And then on the side here, I just re-clarified all the ingredients that need to go into the dish, and I just basically did that with every dish. Started with dish, broke down each components, and then I broke down with each components how we're cooking them, what equipment we need, and all the additional ingredients we need. Because it's like, okay, we might have cream cheese on the salmon bagel, but it goes in it than just cream cheese, obviously, so you need to like list all that shit out. So then basically extension of that list, I've created like an ordering list, basically made like a master list of all the stuff that needs to get ordered for that new menu. And then we've gone on, just basically created a prep list here, and this is like a prep list of all the dishes. It's all the components of the dishes, and I just like to do this to be quite thorough, to make sure I'm not forgetting anything on the prep list, forgetting any equipment we need, because yeah, there would be nothing worse than starting the service on the first day and going, how are we going to cook this bacon? Like, were we really thinking we were just going to cook the bacon in a pan? Like, no, we need a flat top. Why didn't we order a flat top? You don't want to find that stuff out after or in the process. I mean, obviously if you're in a full setup kitchen, you'll have everything you need for cooking, but if you're on a startup, you need to bring your own equipment. So basically I wanted to let you guys all know, as an entrepreneur or a person that wants to be successful, I always try and look at improving myself and thinking, what sort of skills can I acquire, or what sort of skills can I learn better to be a more successful person, to be better at running my business, be better at being a leader. Recently I've started a communication course. That's basically, doesn't seem like I'm very good at communication now. I definitely don't feel that way, but I've taken the first steps into basically improving my communication. Like, for my whole life, I'm 32 years old now, I have not focused on communication as a thing that's important in my life at all. Like, I've literally gone through my whole life mumbling. But basically one of the foundations learned in the communication course is be very generous with the energy levels. What do I mean by be very generous? It means like put all your energy into communicating and talking and being audible, speaking loud enough so people can hear you, and engaging with whoever you're talking to. And it should be quite draining at the start. Like, it should be, if you fully are engaging, communicating properly, it should feel like you're running a marathon. And I did it when we did the launch. What I wanted front of house team to doing, or the serving people, basically the system was, they needed to engage the customer and communicate with the customer for at least 1 minute until the customer got their order. When we were really busy, and the plan was just to have the customer stand at the front of the line until their order was ready, and then when their order is ready, they literally just take it and walk away. They don't order, walk away, stand over there, and then we call out a name. Like, no, we didn't want to do that. That was just a bit messy. We just were cooking takoyakis, like shitloads of takoyaki, and serving them fresh and hot straight to the customer, and it worked really well. But basically the person who I was training to do that job wasn't really doing it properly. They were just taking one order after the other. He'd literally taken about 10 orders, and there was like 10 people standing just somewhere over on the other side of the counter. We literally had no idea who ordered first or whatever. And I was like, listen, buddy, you need to just communicate with the people. Just talk to them, ask them where they're from, ask them they like takoyaki. Just keep talking to them for a minute until they're like literally have the takoyaki in their hand. And then I was like, okay, look man, I'll show you how to do it. And I was communicating, like we were sort of backed up in the kitchen at that point, and I had to talk to people. I'm not a big talker, but I had to talk to people for like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, just as there was like a line of 20 people, and I just had to talk to the people at the front of the line until they got their order. So after 30 minutes, I literally just felt drained. It was like so intense for me. I know a lot of people find it quite easy to communicate and keep a conversation stringing along for 30 minutes, talking about absolutely nothing, but yeah, not me. So that's something I'm working on as a skill. See it as a very powerful skill to develop as an entrepreneur, as a leader, as someone with a business. All right, see ya.